Okay, my beautiful people, what's going on? What's good? How you feeling? I want to react to Pastor Apostle Femi Lazarus and two videos actually. It's Apostle Femi Lazarus, and the teaching is called Bow. For those who always in my comment section asking me, which teaching is this? It's called Bow, and yeah, it's just a clip from there in which he's talking about how even the devil can't use you. The devil's not interested in everyone, right? In the way a lot of people think that, okay, they're just gonna hand you some Illuminati contract and that's, you know what I mean? So I think it's an interesting video. Then after that, he ends up referring to Apostle James Kawalya. I hope I'm saying that right. For those who haven't heard about him, I only heard about him through watching this. Right? So I was like interested in like, what is this about? So I'm gonna play those two clips and I'm gonna react to it. So stick around until the end of the video, and yeah, let's get into this.
God is not interested in that. We have not left the 70s. There is no hope for any nation if the church doesn't wake up. I watched one of the pastors lead prayer during the inauguration. My heart sank. I said, who is this man? He was calling remembrance the covenant over the nation. Built on it. I'm not saying they are saints, but those who laid the foundation of that nation found God. Say, his believers, see what I'm saying? 1 million they gave you, you squander money. They say they should put you in charge of the wealth of the nation. Because you have a tag, is a Christian. Now lie. Or because you appear in one service and now look so humble and sit down because power has not touched your hand. Now lie. You must be a Christian with fruit. One who has been tested, proven, and approved to have died to these things. Are you following me?
Yes, sir.
Hey. So, what we underrate, the devil doesn't underrate it. In simple terms, I will tell you, the devil understands the game of influence. Who is the person that, if recruited, will have larger coverage? Look up. I will recommend it publicly. Go and watch the confession of Pastor James Kawalya.
Now stick around until the end of the video because I want to show you the confession that he was talking about, right? So I just want to give you a little bit more than I react to this, and then I'm gonna show you the confession which he's referring to in this particular video. So
look up. You will see that the kingdom of darkness has a recruiting strategy and criteria. See, I'm a career person. I don't do all this pre-coco thing. Listen. Any field you find yourself, there is a limit for a natural man. Any field you see, listen, whether it is in the field of medicine, whether it is in the field of politics, whether it is in the field of journalism, there's a field that from this moment, this point going forward, Those who get it with violence. It's a game of kill or be killed.
Yo, I think it's interesting because it seems so clear to everyone else except the Christians. 1,000%. I totally agree with what he's saying. It seems like it's very clear to everyone else except the Christians that life is very spiritual, and if you're gonna win, it has to start from the spirit first, right? But it seems like that's a statement that everyone else understands except the Christian, right? Everyone else is trying without um, with some sort of spiritual backing. You go to the pop stars, the biggest musicians. They know even after we blow up, they know like for this particular record to go off, I need to sacrifice this. I need to do this. I need to. For politicians who are already in office, they know what is going to sustain me in this position is whether they do it consciously or unconsciously. Consciously by I mean like actually sacrificing blood or actually like doing rituals or whatever it is, or unconsciously by actually doing corrupt things and working for the devil. You know what I mean? Like there are people who are destroying people's lives, right? You can tell that okay, unconsciously this person is serving something dark, right? It's only with a Christian that this is not a popular notation. That there has to be a deity behind what you're doing. Like there has to be some spiritual backing to whatever you want to achieve. Like it's only to the Christian who's not aware of spiritual things. We attack each other off things that are very minute and very irrelevant, right? And we are our own enemy, and we have um I think it's interesting because there was an age in which the church was the most powerful of all nations, right? The powerful nation on earth. And we still, mind you, we still in what Daniel prophesied as the church age. But it's only to us that we are not aware of the power that we are supposed to be carrying, and that's what he was talking about. That like we have to start going back into politics. We have to start going back into industries. We have to start going back, but also be aware that like there's a limit to how you can function as a man and start having an intimate relationship with the Holy Ghost. So I think it's interesting. This is an interesting watch. So we're gonna get back to this. Hold up, let me put a time code to this. We're gonna get back to this. I want us to watch this testimony of Apostle James Kawalya. Again, if I'm not saying it right, forgive me. He was an ex-warlock. He was into the satanic world, and he was one of the top ranking whatever warlocks in Africa. So he says, I'm not going to speak like I was there. That's what he's talking about. So, and that's what Apostle Femi was talking about. So let's get into this. All right. There we go. Come on.
There are things that can use against him all among the members. So
for full disclosure, this is a testimony. It's not on YouTube yet. I don't know why they took it off YouTube on the original channel. I didn't see it, right? So I had to find it on another channel, and it's in. You can look it up. Apostle James Kawalya testimony, ex-Warlock, ex-Southernist testimony. And in this particular clip, he's talking about how he wanted to attack a church. So I just need to catch you up so you understand like what is happening. He wanted to attack a church because apparently this church had joined the covenant of prayer and fasting for 90 days. And they had said, look, we're going to pray and fast for 90 days. And in their world, in their dark world, these guys, they were told that, look, if these guys finish 90 days, we are not going to have any operation in this particular region or in this particular space on earth for 70 years. They're going to suspend us. So you need to go to that meeting and disrupt it. Find a way to stop them from finishing that 90 days. So this is an excerpt of him, which is going to make sense from what we were listening to from Apostle Femi. So let's check it out.
One of the lady who was the one who could see in the spirit had an issue. So
of the 20 ladies, so it's 20 ladies and one pastor, a male pastor, 20 ladies and one pastor. So
covenant had an issue of unforgiveness. She was bitter towards her mother. And I remember when we were going to say, okay, this one will be a gate. Wow. Let's try this one. Let's not attack. Let's go and see if we can use this bitterness to break their covenant. Because this, we can trace, it has been in the generation, and her and the mother are not okay. So that she's bitter towards the mother. And by the way, the mother was dead by that time, but the mother died when this innocent, who is a seer, remained wounded. So the woundedness and the bitterness, after investigating, we realized, okay, I think let's try. So I returned to Uganda. I called my trusted girls. I had girls I used to work with. I said, we have this assignment. If we win this, all of us are going to be elevated worldwide. We're going to take titles. We're going to become like grandmasters if we win. But if we fail, for me, if you fail, the sacrifice we'll take from you will be your mother. So they say, either you lose your mother or you win this battle. Because I had that attachment, though my mother, so they said, okay, your mother. And each one of them had to offer a relative, whether a father, a brother, someone that if you fail, that one will die.
You were sent back, so you're saying each of the people in the team you gathered had to offer a relative as well?
Yes. So that's so I return, I sit with them and we get a strategy. After I'm reading them, say, okay, we're going to try. 2 of you will try to go and join, not attack, and join. If they allow you to join, they have broken the covenant.
And this is the other thing, was part of their covenant that no one would join them?
No one joined them. They said, we have agreed, the 20 of us and our pastor, to fast and pray these 6 hours every day for 90 days. That was the covenant. So my assignment, I said, okay, when I return, I talked to them. For me, I was to go somewhere under the sky and sit there and enchant day and night for all the days of the 21, where they're on not mission. So I was not going to see any human being or eat or be under a roof, but sit on an open sky and keep enchanting and chanting and speaking curse.
Yo, this is crazy. Are you hearing this? This is crazy. Like the amounts of that these people have to go through for power in the spirit, right? Spiritual power. It's crazy. These warlord people. I think it's crazy. Why? Because I'll call you guys. I'll call you guys. Let's fast 3 days. Three what? It's only to the Christians who think like, what? Do you see what I mean? Like, it's only the Christians who see it like, huh? You know, so I think it's interesting what he's talking about. So back to what Apostle Femi was talking about. Matter of fact, let's just get a little bit more of this before I refer back to Apostle Femi.
And
curses over each member of the group.
Yes, but not mentioning their name, but just sending them. You never know, the one may land, because the curse without cause does not alight. So just send thousands. That was my assignment. Now, one of the girls had to go and try to join. So you go. If they allow you to join, now we know we can break the covenant. So we bought her a new car, give her some money to go and join the church. So he comes to the church, the first day comes, and comes to the young man, the pastor.
So anyway, I really genuinely think this is interesting. This is interesting. So let's get back to Apostle Femi.
God is not interested in that.
So, but that just to show you guys, like, it's crazy how we as Christians, we don't even understand our own role. You know, it's difficult for us. It's difficult. 1,000%. It's difficult to sell to the Christian that you need to pray, you need to fast, you need to read your Bible, like. And we have the real thing. We have the real thing. But it's crazy that you need convincing. You know. But to go back to, I showed you this clip because of what Apostle Femi was saying. So let's get back into Apostle Femi, then close this
The more
video.
the understanding, the more the silence. They know what is going on. They understand. They understand. Somebody who is deep in all cults can sit in a meeting and know this pastor doesn't pray. The person making it, they know. Because they are checking the life emitting from him. It is not challenging anything in them. They say he doesn't pray. But you get to certain environment, it is charged. All the attempts to do anything, they are held down by angelic forces. So you know there's priesthood here. Let me tell you something. There is no system on earth that is innocent.
Yo, I like this. I like this. I 1,000% like this. Why? Because I feel like, bro, we on YouTube, we are very conscious of demons. Like everyone is talking about exposing demons. So when I hear preachers actually talk about like angelic forces, and like my heart gets like excited. Like enough about demons. Let's talk about what we actually have on our side. Let's talk about angels. Oh, crickets. Why? Because you guys have no idea about these things. You know, you only want to talk about darkness, right? And trying to bring light through darkness. I don't understand that. If you guys really want to expose all these different, if you were trying to catch up to what I'm talking about, just go through the channel, bro. Just watch some of the videos. It'll make sense. But yeah, bro, let's talk about angels. Let's talk about God. Let's talk about deity. Let's talk about heaven. Let's talk about things that we come from. We are children of the light. Let's talk about that. You know. So anyway, if you're still with me up to this part of the video, shout out to you and leave a comment down below. Like, subscribe, you know, all that good stuff. Let me know from which part of the world you're watching this from. And